Radio Verte presents At the End of the Rainbow, a radio documentary by Corey Zimmerman.
My best friend Ricky came out at the ripe age of 23. He found himself obsessed with making up for lost time. When he told me of his plan to move to West Hollywood, I was speechless. Not because of his sexuality, but knowing what it was so horribly he chased. 3 weeks later, I received a late-night phone call, and as reverently as I knew he could answer, I asked him, "So how do you like LA?" I dedicate this radio documentary I made back in 2010 to my best friend Ricky. May you rest in peace. Your brave and honest voice shall echo through the ages.
So how do you like LA?
Well, that's a really funny question, because I'm fucking homeless. And anyway, I went out Tuesday on a walk, and I poured a little bit of sorry, hold on. I gotta get my brain. I went for a walk on Tuesday. I took a bottle of wine with me. You know, my resource. Anyway, I took a bottle of wine Saturday, I wanted to go to West Hollywood. I wanted to go to Hollywood. And made it to WeHo. I was like, where's the gay area? And they, people pointed me that direction. And I walked over there, and I had $5 in my pocket, no ID, and no idea what to expect. Tuesday night, or Saturday night, lots of people. I was just walking back and forth and sat down a couple places. Somebody grabbed me, got me in a bar. Went to the bar, they were buying me drinks. Somebody got me to another bar. I walked right in there, saw some little blonde guy, walked right up to him, started making out with him, practically fucked him in the bar, and then two other guys were like, come home with us. I was like, okay, I did. They lived right there in West Hollywood. Went and had sex with them, got up and left, walked back up to the strip, met somebody else, and started going with them, and another guy walked by, and I grabbed by the arm, I was like, who are you? We started talking, went back with him to his house, and got high with him on meth, and ended up having sex with him all day Sunday, and all night Sunday, and left Monday morning. So, there you go. I was like, damn. And just a week ago, Tuesday, I was like, I'm going to go for a walk. I wanted to go to West Hollywood again. And I had like $15 or something. Maybe not even that. And went walking around in front of the bars again and ended up getting in. And this place, God, where did I go first? The Motherlode. Oh, and I met this fucking kid from London, real young guy that I thought was really cute. Took him in the bathroom and fucked him on the bathroom floor of this nightclub, all over the place. And him and I went walking around, and then I ditched him and went to that guy who I got high with that one weekend. Went to his house, hung out with him, started getting high, having sex, had sex with his roommate that was staying there, getting high, having sex, watching porn, getting high, and got on the internet. I have this account. There's this website called Adam for Adam, you know? And, dude, it's fucking crazy. It's free, right? If you get on there, it's free. And if I get on there, within 5 minutes, there's people saying, hey, want to party? Want to party and play? Want a P&P? Yeah, sure. I give you the address. Go there, get high, and have sex. And so anyway, after I got to that guy's apartment, I got a computer, met somebody, went to their place, and got high and had sex for like 8 hours. And when I'd be done, I get on the internet, hey, can I use your computer? Go to Adam for Adam, find another one, go straight to it. From one bed to one bed to one bed. From Tuesday evening until Monday morning. And I didn't sleep and I didn't eat for that whole period of time. I just went to sleep last night for the first time. And what happened was, like, the worst thing that has, like, ever happened to me, as far as, like, drug repercussions. I remember, like, dude, I don't know, like, I just, like, took off my shirt or something and looked down at my arms. My arms were, like, kind of nice, you know, sort of, kind of full, look a little worked out. And they were like sticks, dude, like fucking sticks. Like completely sticks. My arms were sticks. And my hip bones are sticking out, my shoulder bones are sticking out, my legs, my thighs are all meaty. They're like not at all gone. My face is completely sunken in. My eyes, like I look like I was dead. I couldn't talk. I'm doing this stuttering thing. I started having these horrible hallucinations. Like I was walking and everybody was saying my name. Ricky, Ricky. Like everybody was screaming at me. From inside of buildings they were yelling at me. Cars driving by were yelling at me. Everything was moving around. I was like jumping and ducking and there's nobody around, you know. And it was really fucked up. And my memories, like this person that I'm with now, I was like started explaining to them. Because this person was like 8 different people to me, from male to female, all these different names. Like, it was really fucked up, dude. Really, really fucked up. The apartment that I'm actually in has changed so many times. Like, it is not the same place in the same location, changing the same, facing the same direction. It's changing, like, so much. I don't recognize it. It was like in a basement, I thought. Like, it's really weird. And then, so, here I am, all fucking brain fried. And because of what happened to my arms, I did something to my nervous system. And my hands, like, I can't even roll a cigarette because my hands shake so bad and violently when I try to use them. Like, violently, like, horribly. I can't, when I try to roll a cigarette, like, the tobacco flies everywhere. I can't put my belt on because my hands shake too hard. I can't get in or out of my pockets. I can't close my hands around change. All I have is my intelligence, my personality. And in this state, I don't have either of those things. If I don't have those, I have no confidence. Absolutely nothing. I don't have anything. Because that's all I have to rely on. A week straight like this. While I was hanging out with, we're like, dude, you have to eat. Like, you have to eat all this stuff. You're going to do it like this. You can't not eat. You can't not eat. And, like, dude, like, coming out of my eyes and out of my nose, like, out of my face, out of my pores. Like, and I was getting, like, these red sores all over me and shit. Last night, this guy, like, who was sober, anyway, ended up running into me. He was waiting for this person here that I'm staying with. That's letting me stay here in this one-room studio apartment. And I'm Section 8 housing. And it was like, he was like, I'm like, do you know Mario? That's this guy's name. He's like, yeah, I know him from a program, you know, we're both from recovery and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, he's like, are you tweaking? You know, time meth. I was like, yeah, I was. I haven't done it for a while, but I'm trying to come down, like, blah, blah, blah. You know, and he's like, well, he's like, why don't you just come stay with me? He's like, I'll make sure you get to your meeting tomorrow, appointment. And I went with him, and I ate, and I got a full night's rest. I went to my appointment today. Then I got my food stamps finally. And then I got some more food at the grocery store and came back here to Mario's. he let me in, and I took like a long nap, like 6 hours, so I still need about another day of sleep. I need to eat a lot more, but I feel so much like a million times better. Like, you couldn't have talked to me even this morning, especially not yesterday. You couldn't have talked to me Sunday. Like, you wouldn't have recognized me. You wouldn't have wanted to see me. Like, if anybody that knew me would have saw me, would not have recognized me at all. I mean, it's really fucking scary. And I didn't know if I was going to get better. But now, like, I'm looking at my arms, looks like maybe I might be coming back a little bit. And I'm talking now. I wasn't drinking anything either. Oh, I was also doing liquid G the whole time, too. The date rape drug, GHB. Well, I don't know. I mean, I kind of feel like I'm gonna like take it on, maybe. Just the challenge of not having anything, just having to fend for myself. Not do crystal meth. I mean, I had an option to tonight, and I didn't. I always have the option to. I mean, that's the thing about me is that, you know, I don't want to now because I feel like shit. Yeah, but as soon as I feel better, then that's the problem. That's what that guy told me last night. He's like, go home, go home, go home. He's like, you need to go home. He's like, do not stay here. He's like, he's like, this place is just going to eat you up. And he's like, go, there's nothing here for you. You know, that's the thing. Like, that's why I said it's a weird question. It's a funny question. Like it. I mean, I don't know what's up from down right now. I'm just like in this person's apartment, like, because of what I've done to my body. Like, I can't really carry my bag. You know, I'm Mr. Oh, I'm so strong. You know, I can carry that thing fucking for days. I can't fucking carry it now. My body hurts, so like my joints, my legs, like I feel like my hips and my knees are like old people hips and knees, and my arms and elbows and shoulders are like, I mean, it hurts to walk, dude. So, you know, it's like, would kill myself or not? It's either like gonna kill myself or not kill myself. Well, if I want to, I can. I mean, his apartment I'm staying in, he left and like let me stay here. You know, he's going to get high somewhere. He went to go get high somewhere anyway and told me I could stay here. But, you know, if I leave, I have to lock the door behind me. If I do, then I can't, you know, come back, obviously, so I don't have a key. So I'll be out on the street, out if I go. So I'm really trying to plan my move here if I do go somewhere. This is just, you know, it's a whole different ball game. West Hollywood, and the drug scene there. And the gay scene, the drug side of that, like what goes on in houses, like outside of the bars, like what's going on in the houses and the bathhouses, is the darkest of the dark, like the darkest shade of dark on the planet. I'm sure of it. So I'm sure of it. And I've barely peeked inside of the curtain. I'm just like in awe of it. You know, I think about if I do want to stay here, I can find myself living somewhere if I need to. I could also, through like vouchers and programs, get my own place. You know, but I'm going to be like lugging it around on foot. Yeah, it can start right now. Yeah, well, today's like my first day of any like. But the availability of what this drug actually is, like, you know, I've done it before. I've done it plenty before, but like what this drug actually is so fucking fucked up. Like what it does to you actually, like where you go is these people are walking around in a totally different dimension on a different planet. And I was too for a week. And it's weird because you're functioning. You're not like a cocaine addict hiding behind a door. you know, or under your bed, you know, like a crackhead sitting there, like, in a room. You know, you're not. You're, like, functioning, like, but on this fucking meth brain that is so fucked up. Like, I mean, you know, you and one person, like, stand over, you know, over a fucking garbage can and talk to each other with your fingers up each other's ass, or you're holding a knife to each other's throat, you know, lighting a pipe, you know. It's just like, you know, and it doesn't seem weird. It's not funny. It's like normal. It's just happening. Okay, so we go. And so like walking up to this apartment building, you know, West Hollywood, palm trees everywhere, or, you know, Mercedes after Mercedes, whatever. Just another blank apartment building. And go up to the second floor, go to this door, knock on it. You hear like 10 locks unlocking. Fucking go inside, close the door, and you know, every window is completely covered up, and there's fucking like red lights all around. Everybody's naked. Everybody's walking around with a fucking sex toy or their glass pipe they're smoking out of, doing shit to each other. People are up so long and so fucking high. You know, and the dealer, of course, is back in his bedroom, like God, back there, holding a hammer. You know, this huge fucking Cuban guy who looks totally fucking insane. Nobody thinks they're fucked up. Nobody recognizes that they're high, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I'm fucked up. You don't even say that. Like, it's like, this is where we're at, this is what we're doing. You know, like, you don't comment on it. You know, that's not how it is. And, anyway, like, when you're doing this fucking shit, you know, this drug, like, it's all in your system. And, people do booty bumps, which is like, you take a syringe, and fill it with meth, water and meth, then you shoot it into your asshole, and, it gets you super fucking high. And then you can just, like, take anything in your ass, and, anyways, people are real big into that. Well, so if you keep doing meth, then if you have to pee, your pee is full of meth. And so people like to piss in each other's asses. And some people get off on weapons, like for instance, like just holding a knife to your throat, or a hand around your neck, you know, or a chain or something, and like bend over a garbage can in case you shit. And then fucking you in the ass while have a knife to your throat, and then pissing in your ass to get all the meth piss in there. And the person who's getting pissed in their ass, knife to their throat, their eyes are rolling back in their head, they're getting off on so much. You know, but these people stay in there, and they stay up for so long. Like, one guy I hung out with was like, he started falling asleep. I'm like, how long has it been up? He said, a month, I think. You know, for instance, like he was sitting in a house, it's a sex party, everybody's getting high. You know, the guy that's hosting was like, you know, hosting the party, you know, has all these young guys over, getting them all high, great, everything's great. Okay, nobody ever tells you who has AIDS and who doesn't, and nobody likes condoms, you know, which I've been pretty good, not completely though. And, anyway, he was like, you know, sitting there, and all of a sudden, you know, he's like, you know who has a gun with him? And why do they think they need to have a gun? But it's their brain from this shit. All of a sudden, you think someone's trying to kill you or get your shit. You know, like that really happens. You really think that's happening. You need to have a gun, and so you have it. And sometimes these people think they have to act preemptively before it happens. So all of a sudden they just shoot or stab you because they know you're going to kill them. 100% know you're going to kill them. That's what's going on in their head. So that potential always exists. And then when these people say, like, okay, the person who's hosting the party is giving everyone drugs. Man, this guy's really nice. Well, as it turns out, drugs was on the front to it from some guy. And that person, you know, he's talking to them, and he's like, oh, you know, well, when he started buying the drugs, he had a really good job, really nice car, really nice house. You know, he'll make it work. He'll make it pay. Well, he's not. He's not making it work, and he's not paying. He won't stop. And so eventually, you know, $2,000 and $3,000 friends later, the guy knows he's not going to pay, so he shows up, at this party that you're at with a fucking gun and says, yeah, I don't care who you are, nobody's leaving until I get my money, who's going to pay? That's it. What are you talking about? I had nothing to do with this. You know, she already said, you're not leaving. So, you know, one person there hands over the keys to his fucking, you know, $12,000 motorcycle, and he lets 3 people leave, and everyone else gets killed. Just like that. In West Hollywood, because people out here die so much, overdose, a lot of people shoot up the meth, and that makes them crazier than you could ever even imagine. These people are shooting it up because that's happening. You know, everybody's so sick of dealing with it. These gay people with AIDS and shit, because they're all so irresponsible. You know, they don't stop getting high. They don't stop having unprotected sex. You know, so they just don't care. They don't feel sorry for them. They don't care. And so they don't even report it in the news how many people die every night, you know. You're just like, let AIDS kill them all. Let them kill each other. Let them overdose. Who cares? Fucking get rid of them, you know. And that's what's happening. I just checked my inbox. This person says, I'm arranging a gang fuck on you. How about tonight, PNP? What are you doing right now? I'm going to say no, but yeah, maybe 3 weeks from now. But yeah, this guy's saying this. No, I'm at least good enough to, you know, I'm homeless. Like, you know, I'm not gonna kill myself. I promise. But you know, I'll do what I have to do to survive. But some really young, hot guys with 6-pack and all of his friends will have sex with me and get me high. You know. You know, they'd probably half of them have AIDS. I don't know. They wouldn't tell me if they did. You wouldn't know because they look so good. Sex I've been on the bottom because after a couple days of the meth, I can't get my dick hard anymore, so all I can do is get fucked. But nobody's like came in me. So I think I'm good. God. Okay. During this last run, this whole thing, one of the people like they got a hold of me and invited me over. I went to his apartment in West Hollywood. It was like a penthouse. And the nicest apartment I have ever seen in my fucking life. Like something out of a magazine. Amazing artwork. It's all city. It's all cool and new and zen-ish. And huge fucking balcony looking out over the city and that Hollywood sign right there, you know. His room has all these mirrors in it. And I had sex with this guy, no kidding, for 8 or 9 hours straight. As him just like fucking the shit out of me all over every position, on his bed, in the bathroom. We pissed on each other, fucking watching porn, and he's like fucking in front of the mirror, like from behind, like on my back, like everything, for hours and hours and hours, until like 11 o'clock in the morning, and then he had to go, and I went somewhere else. He's a producer. He's super wealthy. And, yeah, I didn't ask him until later. I was like, what do you do? I was like looking around all of a sudden like, fuck, dude. I was like, what do you do for a living? He's like, oh, I'm in TV. But the whole time we're like doing, this guy does meth. The whole time we're smoking meth and doing liquid G, which like makes you swirl and like makes you really horny and like not care. Because the thing is about the illusion of all this is, you know, he said there's always someone that's, you know, in better shape. They look better. You know, they're getting higher than you. They're maintaining it better than you. They can hold it down more than you. They're doing it more often than you. You know, and you're always aspiring towards that. You know, he said it's all a trick. It's all a trick. It's not real. And the thing about this drug is you can do it like a few puffs and put it down. You'll be high for 2 or 3 days. You don't have to keep doing it. I just kept doing it and doing it while I was high. So, I totally OD'd on it. I completely fried my system, like beyond, you know, anything. But so yeah, this guy got a hold of me, and I'm like, yeah, we'll hang out. And he's been trying to get a hold of me for a while, and on here for a while. I mean, like, you know, every day. Silver Mercedes with the top down. I'm like, okay, cool. And And he came rolling up anyway. And, you know, fucking, it's an awesome fucking car. It was a brand new fucking Mercedes, like, convertible. I was like, fuck, sweet, you know? And, it was this huge fucking guy from Texas, this huge man. He like, had a big accent. It was like 100% straight acting, like a fucking Texas rancher, you know? And, we went back to his house. He lived up in the valley north of North Hollywood, where it's like every home is like a multi-million-dollar mansion. He's like single and lives in one of those. Like going up there, like we were going up in the most exclusive part of Hollywood. The house was far and beyond nicer than anything I've ever been in my life. And I'd already been high for so fucking long. You know, I was on this other planet as it was. So with this guy, what ended up happening was we did not have sex. That's not what he was into. This guy was like a bodybuilder, and we just like took off all of our clothes, and he made me take a shower, and then he's like putting all this different stuff on me, and like his closet was like, no kidding, is almost as big as your house. No shit, like the area, and it had like 3 locks on it from his bedroom, and we went in there, and that's where he had his shit at. He does meth and liquid G as well, and had a bunch of it, you know, and we went in this fucking closet, and like we were just like smoking and doing that shit, and he was like rubbing me down with oil and put like different like G-strings and like harnesses and collars and all this stuff on me, and then like having me lift weights in front of the mirrors, turn the lights off, put like different lights on me for different effects, like for probably 10 hours or something. And we put out like this mat on this floor and covered his bed in plastic and wrestled. He went to wrestle and like, you know, just like flat my muscles and like we chest bump each other, and like he picked me up like really hard and like stretched me out like really far, and like then, all right, buddy, get a drink of water, you know, and pornos on all the TVs, like it was weird, it was crazy. It was actually kind of cool. It was like this whole masculine thing, but like it was fucking weird, dude. It's crazy. But yeah, the guy from the TV show, the TV producer, he wants to take me a couple other places, like out of the country. Some weird places do some weird things. I won't say what, but I'm sure you can imagine. Where does life take you to where we're all in a room together doing this? What is that? What's going on? Is this really real? I can't believe this is actually. I can't believe these people are here, that this is real. I can't comprehend it. I don't get it. I don't understand. It's too much. It's too much for me to understand. Where I came from, I was the bad guy. I was like the one that was crazy. All my friends thought I was nuts. You know, and I'm not trying to compete with anybody. I'm not. But all these people thought I was crazy. I was the only one that would stay up for a couple days, went to a bathhouse, had lots of sex with multiple people and stuff. Only one that did that. You know, I'm like, I was like, I am not even a ripple in the pond here, you know? I mean, I can even begin to try to fucking, nor do I want to, try to be on the same level as these people. You know, I don't fucking get it. It's like, I'm just still standing here stuttering, like rubbing my eyes. Like, is this really happening? I went for a walk on Tuesday night, and now I'm sitting here in some stranger's fucking apartment, homeless. I came home Sunday for my walk on Tuesday night, and I was like, hi, and he's like, sit down, we have to talk. And he like laid it on me. So you know, totally disrespected me. You didn't even call me, because all you had to do was call. Would have avoided all this. You didn't even call. I was like, you know, I knew I needed to call, but I couldn't. I was like, I couldn't stop, and I wanted to call you, but I knew how I sounded, and I just knew you would know something was wrong, and I just couldn't call you. I could not. I wanted to, I needed to, but I couldn't. You know, I was not oblivious to the idea that you were panicked at home. You know, last thing you knew is I went on a walk. And I'd been totally fine up until then. You know, no indication anything was wrong. Maybe a little stir crazy, maybe getting a little bored. You know, but cool. Everything was fine. You know, I'm not drinking, so you know my nerves are cool. I'm not like I don't even smoke pot. You know, so I'm like I'm cool. I'm fine. You know, I can deal with it. You know, but boom, just like that. I have to say though, fucking downtown Venice Beach, fucking nobody takes the cake as far as total debauchery and intensity like the fucking gays in West Hollywood. There's nothing like that I've ever seen. And you just always thinking that it's happening in some city, like, oh, it's out there somewhere, you know. This is happening somewhere. No, this is it. This is where it's happening at all times. And it's cranked up to 100 all the fucking time. Nobody ever turns the volume down. You know, you are in LA. Remember that. And, you know, it's like, this is not a nice city. This is not an easy city. And that's what everybody says. Like, LA is hard. LA is really hard. Everybody tells me that. You know, my jaw's like hanging open because I kind of saw it, but I don't know, dude. I don't know what to fucking make of it. I really don't. But you know, like, anyway, so you know, like these places like the Gay Center in West Hollywood, where you know, resources and stuff and good things for the community. You know, he said it's so fucked up. You know, all these people like on these organizations like helping AIDS and stuff. He said they're all, you know, they're high on meth. You know, they're hooking up, or you know, they're more fucked up than people are helping. You know, he said it's just so fucked up. They were just so fucked up there. It's beyond. You know, like you'd see, you know, this young beautiful person that showed up. You know, is walking around. Everybody liked this person, and you know, after a while you didn't see him no more. You know, people even stop asking what happened to him. You know, they just disappear. Or you see them, you know, you did see them for a while, and you see them again a few months later. They're walking around dying of fucking AIDS. You know, so strung out that fucking they don't even know who they are anymore. You know, and they're you know, he's like, it's so common here. I don't know what to do, dude. I really don't. I can't handle full blast, dude. I cannot handle full blast. And I can't take just a little drink at a time either. I gotta fucking dive in. So, you know, it looks like what would happen, I mean, in all objectivity and being honest, is I'm gonna bust my fucking ass if I can barely survive to get in the position where I'm just doing good enough to fuck it all up again. That's probably what will really happen. I think I could pull it all together, but I don't think I'd keep it all together. I'd throw it away as soon as I got it, you know? I don't know what to do. The meth is too perfect of a gay drug. Usually I'm like, I'll just get on Craigslist and find like some odd jobs. I couldn't do anything for everybody right now. I couldn't shovel. I couldn't carry stuff for them. I could perform 2 hours of fucking work, let alone a full day. I couldn't do what I normally do right now. There's no fucking way. I do not have this fucking body, the strength to do it. Not to mention, if they start talking to me, if I get even slightly nervous or uncomfortable, I'll lose my ability to speak. Dude, I mean, that fucking put my ass in check hard. I promise. I've never like, I can go on the longest fucking binge I want, and at the end I feel spent, and I feel burned, and I feel ashamed. I just go to bed and I wake up and I'm fine. I don't look in the mirror and see that I'm 15 pounds less, and there's chemical coming out of every pore, and my teeth are gray, and my fucking eyes look dead, and I feel dead, and I look dead, and that's never happened to me before. Ever, ever, ever. That takes everything from me, instantly. You know, when I just fucking live change. No, there's nowhere to run. If that'll run out really fast, because they don't look good, then people are not going to have to come over and do it for free with me anymore. They want my muscly body to come over and have sex with them. They don't want my strung out, fucking glazed over fucking eyes with my fucking stick arms, fucking asking for another hit over there. You know? I can't. You know? I can't handle it. I cannot. I don't have the resources. I don't have the cushion to fall back on. To, you know, I don't have a support group out here. I can't fuck up. You know, hang out with Sarah, hang out with my sister sounds really nice right now. And fantasizing about the future that may or may not be there is a lot more fun than actually living in the one that I thought I wanted, that I created. You know what I mean? I hate being a failure, but it's like, yeah. Well, I mean, also I don't feel like I can scratch. You know, like, we'll go to LA, see if you like it, and then if you don't, you can at least say, hey, I want it. Like, I don't feel like I did. You know? I feel like I guess I did. What am I talking about? But even now, it's like I'm telling myself, like, well, you know, you can fucking, all by your own willpower, not do drugs, and fucking go through what it takes, and fucking, you know, pull your shit together, and fucking, this is what my stupid self is telling myself. Ricky, you owe it to yourself to fucking not fall flat on your face, and just fucking run home. You know, you owe it to yourself to fucking, just, you know, to survive on your own, completely on your own, by your own resources, by what you can come up with, not by, you know, someone else wiping your ass for you, because you're partying too much, you know? And like, I don't know, dude, it's just so fucking weird. You went to a Catholic church, I went to a Catholic church before, like, to service with a Catholic mass on Easter in Hollywood on mass. Because funny, like, I'm sitting in church, like, I don't know, dude, it's just weird, man. It's like an Easter service. I'm like, oh boy, depressed. And, anyway, the card from my mom came out, $20 in it, a phone card. And my mom says, smile on it. It says that's what I do when I think of you. I'm like reading this, I'm packing my shit, and I'm like, oh, like, I can barely hold the card because my hand's shaking so bad. And it says, hope everything is going great for you. I am so proud of you. Please keep playing your music, smiley face. Come when you can. You will always be right here in my heart, every day, all day. I love you and miss you so much. Take care, X, and kisses, Mom. While I was being kicked out.
I guess you're at the end of the rainbow.
Oh yeah. It is the epitome and the end and the bottom without a bottom. Bottomless bottom of just falling.